Hello tea lovers! In this video I'll do a review of an electric tea kettle I bought 2 months ago on AliExpress. So it's called the Xiao XZ-W2. So I think it's the European version. So I bought this kettle because I wanted to switch from my Time More electric tea kettle. So this is the one I had for 2 years, and I was a bit bored by the flow of water, because the flow is quite slow. So when you fill your teapot or gaiwan, you have to wait for like 5, 6, 7 seconds to fill the gaiwan, and it's quite boring because it's quite slow. And also for flash brewing, when you want to brew for like 3 seconds for like shang pu'er or shu pu'er, the flow is too slow, so it's already too late. When the gaiwan is filled, it's already too late. And I also wanted a better flow because the pour is quite vertical, and I can't make the tea to spin in the gaiwan, and I find it to be very beautiful when you create a little vortex when you pour your hot water on the tea. So that was the pour. And also because this one had too little capacity for me. It's only 600 milliliters, so it's quite also boring to refill it constantly. And you can also see that it has many scratches. So yes, I wanted to switch to a better flowing tea kettle, and I wanted to buy the special tea version of this kettle, but on AliExpress it was like 170 euros, and I was about to buy the tea version, and in fact I bought it, but I stumbled upon this other tea kettle just few minutes after, and I canceled my order because I saw that this one had a little special tea. So you can see the design. So I was not fan of the design at the first time I saw it, but now I love it. It's very, very beautiful, I think, and with all metal inside and like shiny things here, and all matte black, and it exists also in white. And this kettle was very, very interesting because it is an automatic tea kettle. So meaning it refills itself when it's empty. So you can see here I have the electric cord here, and just here I have a tube, silicone tube, connected directly into my water tank. So it's a 4-liter water tank. So for water I utilize only filtered water, so reverse osmosis water. I have an AquaTrue filter, and I use the minerals from Tea Curious. So that's my water thing. So Tea Curious is a very, very good company. They made 3 type of water minerals. So you have like the original Tea Curious minerals. It's also open source, so you can, if you are interested, you can look into it and make your own water with their recipe. So they have the original recipe, and also one that is dedicated for was created for Japanese tea water, but it's good with every tea, and the other is good for oxidized and dark tea and baked tea. So that's all for my water thing. So this water fills itself when it's empty. So that solved my first problem, that I was bored to refill constantly my tea kettle. And the other thing is the flow. So you can see here that it's very wider. It's wider than the Time More, and the angle is not the same. So it's not 90 degrees. It's more like, I don't know, like 50 degrees. So I was very interested because it was also very cheap. I bought it for 80 euros, and now we can find it on AliExpress. We can find it for 70 euros, something like that. So when I bought it, I didn't have any information on it. I just saw one video on AliExpress, and this video was on every seller, and this video didn't show like the sound the water pump make, the sound of maybe some beeps, because beeps are, I think, a bit annoying when I am using tea kettles. You click and it beeps, and when the temperature is done, it beeps again. It's quite annoying. So I wanted to see how to utilize this kettle, but there were no information online, just this video on AliExpress, and I could find this kettle outside of AliExpress, but no information, no review. So that's why I do this review. And so I do this review 2 months after 2 months of utilizing it, of using it, and yes, I will show you how it works. So first, so you can see it's empty. So how it fills itself? It's because it has some holes at the bottom, and it fills back by the bottom of the kettle. There is a valve here, and when you put it, it connects. So when I will turn on the kettle, it will start filling itself. So, and this kettle knows how much water there is in it, because the whole base, this is a balance. This is a scale. Sorry. So let's turn on the scale. So when I will put weight on it, it knows how many grams minerals there is in it, and it knows also the weight of the kettle, so it can do subtraction and knows how many water there is in it. So let's turn on the kettle. So I will first put my minerals. So this kettle is quite good for that, because I need to know how many water I put in my kettle to have the right mix. So as it measure the quantity of water in it, you can be very precise with this kind of melanges. So the tea kettle can fill itself up to 800 milliliters. So I will put 8 milliliters of the A bottle and 8 milliliters of the B bottle of Tea Curious. So I'll put original for this review. So now I will turn on the kettle, and I will take this to show you how it works. So let's go. So it has a little beep, but it's not quite strong. It's quite gentle. So right now, the kettle is filling itself by the bottom. So it's not very noisy, so that's good. And in fact, the water heating always takes some do some noise. So as both are doing at the same time, it's not very annoying. So here we can see the number of milliliters it has. So it's already at almost 500 milliliters. So if I open, yes, and when I remove the lid, the numbers change. It's because here it's a scale. So when I remove weight, it will not measure well the quantity of water in it. So we need to let the lid on. So when I push here, yeah, here it's at 700 milliliters, and I can ask it to go to 800, so it's filling up to the top right now. Okay, and now it's at 800 milliliters, so it's max capacity. Yes. So for the temperature, it can go from 40 to 100 degrees Celsius, from only 5 degrees to 5 degrees. So it doesn't do like 1 degree increment like the timer I had, but in fact I didn't use 1 degrees increment with the timer. I always put like 80 degree, 85, 90, 95, 100. So it's good. It doesn't bother me that it doesn't go like degrees by degrees. So I will put 85 degree, and we will brew some tea. So I have a scale here, and I have some milky oolong Jinchuan from Mayleaf Lily Cream Whip. I wanted to brew a ball rolled oolong with this review because this kind of tea will spin really fast when we will pour with a higher flow tea kettle like that. So yes, it's 6 grams. Okay. So you can hear the little beep. The beep cannot be deactivated, but it's not annoying. I think it's quite gentle, but yeah, it's only me. So I will put 25 seconds. In fact, I will put a little bit more. So I have this magnetic timer here on my Gong Fu cube. That's how I call this thing I made. With I have a cup here and a tea towel, and at the back I have even a bamboo tea tray here. Yeah, but I will show it maybe on another video. So it's I-95. Yes. So for the pour, the most important thing for me, it has a nice, very nice pour. Very, very nice pour. I'll try to show you here with my right hand. I'm left-handed, but I'll try. So whoa, it's very sensitive. You can go quite slow like that, or oof, push the flow rate, and it doesn't drips, so it cuts the water. When you stop pouring, the water doesn't drip at all. It cuts the water. So and I love this. Okay, so the guy one is preheated, and we can see some really nice tea leaves. I love this tea. So I'll rinse the tea, and we will see for the first time. I will try to show to the camera how the tea will spin. Okay. So it beeps also when I take the tea kettle. Little beep. Okay. But I think it's okay. So let's go for the rinse. Yes. Oh, I love this. Okay, it's hard to film and pour at the same time. I did a bit of a mess here, little bit of water, but that's why I have tea trays and saucers. Okay, so that was the rinse. So I'll put, I think, 30 seconds for the first tip, and we will see again how it pour. So let's go. And I love, yes, I love that you can have a very nice flow. Here we go for the timer. Oh, it didn't start. Okay. And I also love the glass guy ones because we can see all of what is happening inside. Okay, let's go. And we have a nice milky oolong. Nice. So now I will talk about the cons of this tea kettle. So, oh wow, sweet. So for me, this kettle has two main cons for me. So the first one is when you take out and put in the kettle, it has some like you need to force a little bit. So when you take out, we can see, I'll try to show here to the camera, it does a click because it has a valve at the bottom. So it does a first click and then you can lift. And so I am used to do this, so it's not bothering me that much now, but it also moves a bit the base. So when you put here, so you also have to put a little bit of effort to put the kettle down, but when it's full like that, the weight does it for you, so you don't have to push. But here, yes, For me, yes, it's quite different from the Taimo version, because you have to unclick and click the kettle in place, and it moves a bit here. Here. Okay, so that's the first cons, but in fact I'm used to that, and it's quite not for me. It's cool. The second cons is that we can't really deactivate the autofill function. So when it's below 200 milliliters, it will refill itself up to what you decided. So 400 milliliters, or at the maximum 800 milliliters. So you can deactivate this function. So this kettle will not work if it's at less than 200 milliliters, and sometimes you don't want it to fill itself, and you just want to finish the 200 milliliters inside, and it will not. It will refill itself. So it's quite annoying that I can deactivate this, and also we can't use it without the water tank, because it will refill itself. It works like that. So if your reserve is always there is no problem at all. So for the reserve itself, so I will drink a little bit more. So for the reserve itself, in the tea kettle box, so we have a user manual, and it's only in Chinese, in Mandarin. So I had to use Google Traduction for that. And so the tea kettle comes with this lid. So I guess it's for putting on a 8 liters bottle or something like that. But I don't use any water bottle. I only use filtered water. So I didn't use that. And it also came with a silicone tube, a clear silicone tube. So what I did is I use a glass water bottle, a glass water tank, and I I drilled a hole into the lid, and I put the tube inside. And so that's another thing to consider, is that you have to clean the water tank regularly, every 2 weeks maybe, and also the tube. So it's my other cons for this tea kettle. It's the clear tube it comes with. So as you can see, it's not the clear one, because I replaced it. And why? Because with the clear one, as some water was like not moving for like when I was not using it, there was some water here. And with the clear one, there were some algae starting to developing in it in just like 3 weeks. And I used only reverse osmosis filtered water, and so it doesn't have any chlorine in it, any chlorine. So algae are a problem. So that's why I replaced it with a black one. So with that, the sun cannot penetrate through it, and we will not have to clean this tube as oftenly. So I can like clean it every month. I think it's good, because it's totally black. So I bought this on AliExpress, and I took the measurement of the original tube. I don't remember the exact size. I think it's 8 millimeters outside and 6 inside. So yes. And I think that's all for this review. That's all for this review. So globally, I'm very, very satisfied with this tea kettle. Of course, I didn't mention it, but it keeps the temperature warm. It's automatic. You can't switch the auto warming. And one thing I like also is when I click on this button, I can see here we have 533 milliliters in it. You don't have to open the kettle. It just at a touch of a button, if I push it again, it will fill up to the maximum. So yes, I'm very, very satisfied with this tea kettle. It's very, very high quality for me. I love the design. I love the pour. I love that it feels like magically you don't have to do nothing. For me, I have to do something because I use the Ticarius water minerals. So I have every time to put minerals in it at each refill. At the beginning, I wanted to have the mineral already put into my water tank, but when you put Ticarius minerals into water, the water needs to be heated up to properly dissolve the minerals, and the minerals was staying at the bottom of my water tank, so it doesn't work. So that's why I need now to put every time at each refill. But I think it's cool because I can switch if I want to switch from the original water to the springtide of autumn. So that's the other names of the Ticarius waters. I can switch each time the water refills. I can switch and I can adapt and adjust, and it's not like one water for like a full tank, 4 liters for this water tank. And yes, so I put just few droplets at each refill, and it's good, and I have the precise milliliters at each refill. So yes, so that's all for this review. I will do a last and just second brew because this tea is quite good. And we can see, yes, I love how fast I can fill this gaiwan and have some punch to put in the. With this spout angle, I don't think I can spin the tea this way, only this way. Maybe I can, but I didn't try it. But the vortex thing is already quite cool, and I'm quite pleased with it. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching this review, and yes, this kettle was, for me, it's a good one, and it's very, very inexpensive for me. It's very cheap for this build quality. You can find it for like 70 euros on AliExpress, shipped to your door. And yes, for me it's very, very good. When you see the price of this tea kettle, I paid 90 euros, and this is 70 euros, and it has so many advantages and features. I love it. So that's all for me. Thank you for watching this review, and I hope it helped you, and bye bye.